Hey guys, now building a full stack app with front end, back end, and a structured database would take weeks, if not months, with a full team. And I'm pretty sure you guys have tried all of these different vibe coding tools like Lovable, Bolt, V0. But one tool today that I want to talk about is called AutoCoder. And now there's a bunch of vibe coding tools that are popping out left and right. And I know it might seem overwhelming, but what I really like about AutoCoder is that once you start building something, the user experience for the builder is phenomenal. So in today's video, I'm going to be going over AutoCoder. I'm going to be building something from scratch to kind of show you the process. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into it. But guys, before we start with today's video, I'd love to invite you guys to my Discord community, the Creator Network, where a bunch of different designers, developers, startup founders from all around the world, and we get together every single weekday to talk about different tools, different topics, different challenges. So if you guys are interested in joining the conversation, link is down in the description below. And this is how AutoCoder looks like. We have our little prompt box over here where it says all-in-one code automation, UI, backend, database, and more. And we get like a little kind of preview image of how that looks like. And then if we scroll down here, we have a large marketplace of different projects that people have been building. So for example, I can go over here to Bole Shop or Bowl Shop, and I can click on Remix, and I get the nice preview of the website. And it seems to be an e-commerce site. So I can, for example, click on fashion, and there are a bunch of these different products. So I can click on this, for example, and I can add it to the cart. But before I add it to the cart, I need to have a membership, right? I need to log in. And so this is where the fun stuff comes into play, right? Because up here, we have the different tabs. So website tab, this is where you see the front end, which we just saw. Then we have the app tab. And so not only does it create a website view, but it creates an app view that you can even preview. And then you have the back end view where you can basically manage sales, manage customers, and so on and so forth. And so I can log in with this test username and test email. And then you can see all of the different customers that I've had or that this person has had, the total sellers, the total products. You can add products here. You can basically create your own e-commerce database. And what's also really fun is that over here on the right side, you get this nice little tree of the structure of not only your backends, but also of your website, for example. So this is the front end, then you have the login, you have the homepage, product search, checkout, order tracking, registration page. So let's start building something from scratch. So we can here build management systems, e-commerce websites like we just saw, apps, mobile apps. I, for example, run a community and I get multiple emails per day of brands wanting to sponsor an event in my community, or I want to organize different challenges, and I don't really have like an admin system for this. So let's try to create that here in AutoCoder. So I can say, I run a community of different entrepreneurs and designers in Discord, and I need an admin system to manage incoming emails of sponsored opportunities, organize events on a calendar, organize hackathons, push out event notifications to my Discord bot, and send me push notifications. And before we submit this, what I want to do is I just want to click on this button because this is going to enhance my prompt. And AutoCoder now gives me a more sophisticated structure on how to kind of organize my idea. So let's go ahead and submit this. And so before it starts building, it builds me a requirement list so I can see like a little tree of how this would look like. So I have like my backend, and then I have all of these different flows over here. And if you want to learn more about the admin registration page, you can read that over here. And then it says the requirement list and user flows are ready. Need changes? Just tell me, click the button below to generate the demo of no more changes. So let's generate the demo. But again, you can continue chatting if you want to add something else. I just want to build out like the first demo. So it was analyzing the input. Now it's building the different pages. As you can see, it already built the first 4 pages. All right, and once it's built that backend, we can test it out by copying this username and this password over here. And I can click on login, and you can already start seeing that it has that branding from Discord. So we have the dashboard overview. These are like the recent sponsorship opportunities. And then we have, for example, Linear. We have Notion, Vercel, Stripe. Then we can go over here to the event calendar. And for example, I can click on this and I can add a new event. We have hackathons that are active or that they're already complete. So for the active ones and for the upcoming, we have these different badges. I can click on create a hackathon. And then we have the Discord bot settings. So over here, we have all of these different like things that we can do. So system alerts, event updates, user activity, security warnings. Now, obviously, all of this doesn't really work right now. This is all like facade information. I didn't connect my Discord bot yet. and I didn't set up push notifications to my email, or, all of these hackathons are, fake. But eventually you can export this project up here. You can export it as a zip file and then connect it to GitHub, open it in Cloud Code, and actually get things working. Before we think of exporting, I actually want to build out a front end. So I can say like build out a front end portion of this that I can link to my YouTube and that potential users can view it and can, get persuaded to join my community. So let's go ahead and submit that. And so before it actually builds something, it's asking me what style. I'm saying, light mode, editorial style, and what content do I want to display on this homepage? Community introduction, core values, hackathon, project showcase, event timeline. I'm just going to say all of the above. So let's go ahead and submit that. All right. And once that's done, it gives us a nice little homepage. Unite, create, and innovate together. Join the community, view next event. If I click on view next event, it connects to my backend and it shows all of the different events that I have in my backend. And then, for example, you can RSVP for an event, accept now, and that'll take you to Discord. And it shows like a step-by-step process on what to do once you accept that invitation. And now something that I wanted to show you as well with AutoCoder is that you can click on edit down here and you can visually edit any component and modify its styling attributes. So for example, if I were to go down here and let's say like, I don't really want this font, I could change the font to something else. So I can change it to maybe like an Arial font, for example, and adjust the font size to something smaller and click on save. And then eventually I can just apply that same method to the other ones. And then, for example, if you want to revert back to any other changes that you've done in the past, you can always go up here and go to one of your previous versions. Anyways, once you're done editing, what you can do is you can click on publish up here and you can name this to whatever you want. So I can put like Discord event, or let's actually call it Creator Network. So creatornetwork.autocoder.cc. And I can share this to SparkVibe. Why not? Let's click on publish. And so basically when I toggle yes over here, others in the community can remix it and can preview it. And then I can just click on this link and it opens it up in a new tab and I get my website, can view the next event, go through the different flows, and it all works. And by the way, again, you have the website, you have the backend. So any changes that I make in the backend is going to automatically reflect on the website. And once you're really done with your project, you can even connect it to a custom domain over here. And AutoCoder gives you the DNS records to basically add to your DNS configuration. So if you're using something like GoDaddy, for example, all you have to do is create the CNAME and add these values over here. But if you have the Pro plan, you can obviously export your project as a zip and eventually open it up in Cloud Code or connect it to GitHub. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it from my side. And if you guys are trying AutoCoder, please let me know down in the comments below what your opinions are from this tool. What do you guys think? What are you building? And try to find a project here in their marketplace that you like and let me know which one is your favorite. So like always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye.